Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the post-show live stream, where we're going to be talking about everything that went down this finale of Bachelor in Paradise. How's everyone doing tonight? It's me, Bachelor Fantake, and we have just made it through another 3-hour episode of Bachelor in Paradise, and breakups, shakeups, and engagements all around. How's everyone doing tonight? Hope you're well. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. We're gonna keep this a nice short stream tonight because we got a 3-hour recap coming tomorrow and a huge preview from Michelle's season that they gave us at the end there, and a lot to talk about there. We already have the preview up to do some live sleuthing. We're gonna be doing that, but first and foremost, let's get into the rules for this live stream. Number one, please, no posting any blatant spoilers in the chat. I know we are at the end of the season, but there's always Michelle's season right around the corner, and of course The Bachelor coming up after that, immediately after that. So please keep any spoilers to Sleuthing, anything that you can find from the previews or from an official account. Number two, I'm going to do my best to answer any and all questions in the chat, of course. Super chats totally are going to get priority. But, chat goes by pretty fast. And really, the most important rule, number 4, is be kind to each other. So, we already have a super chat here. Grarlene, thank you for the super chat. Are you ready for Jacket Gate? Yes. Jacket Gate, it'll be the focus of the the preview breakdown. Yes, which we're going to get into. I'm going to talk all about all of that. Hopefully, really soon when we get into the preview breakdown, because it's already up. All season we've been dealing with previews coming up at the end of the live stream, like the last hour, the last minute. But we have it up already. And Jacket Gate, and the budget for Michelle's season looks to be up. We've got traveling. We've got it's not just the hotel bubble season that's going on. They've really put some money behind this. So I'm really looking forward to sleuthing that involves not just a hotel, like hotel grounds. So looking forward to that. But thank you for the super chat. And to see you again, thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Welcome back. Always good to see you. Kendall could have told Joe all of that in an email. They said Brendan and Piper are laying low. Yeah, I've heard Brendan and Piper. I don't know. I thought there were articles that were out in the last week or so that they were split up, or maybe they're back together. I don't know. I don't know what the Brendan and Piper situation is of the moment. So, I don't know how long it took them to fill in, the final edit for the show and get the info on the couples. I know the Abigail and Noah stuff. I've seen going around that there are photos of the two of them hanging out together. There's also a whole Abigail and Dale and Claire thing that's been going around. I'm gonna do a video updating all the couples in like another week. We've got the recap and Michelle's season promo to get to, and then after that, I'm gonna do a video updating on all the couples and all the latest drama and all of that. How they're doing it after another week of the Bachelor Nation fallout from the latest Paradise episode. But I'm glad that all of the major couples are happy and thriving. They really were dropping like flies, yeah. But this is par for the course for Decision Day. You see all these couples that haven't been getting much screen time or are way too late in the game to be seriously considering, an engagement. That they just go. We saw it like John Paul Jones and Tayshia last year, or not last year, but like last Paradise. We see with all the like kind of small couples, thinking again of Kevin and Astrid, couples that even though they seem kind of strong, go. Then there's like the fringe couples and then the major ones. And we got 3 engagements this time. 3 engagements. But yeah, definitely the Kendall stuff really, really, really did need to happen. Really, really, really did need to happen. There's no good look there in any way. And, it's just shitty because that's going to be like, you say we have Joe and Kendall, 20 years down the line, if they decide to have kids and, they're saying, tell us about your engagement. Well, it was a beautiful, beautiful day on the beach until my ex showed up. It's just one of those moments where it's kind of, even if they're happy and, having this awesome time, it's still a little bit clouded by the fact that Joe's ex showed up. So, I just, not a fan. Hugely, hugely not a fan. And I talked about that before. I'm going to talk about it again. And Kaleidosaurus X, thank you for your continued support in the super chat. LOL at Thomas and Becca spoiling themselves months ago. Props to them for continuing to diet for that NDA. Yeah, I think it's pretty much required at this point. I think it's just anytime something like that comes out, and I feel like we've seen this so much with a ton of different couples who accidentally spoil their season, or there's maybe some plausible deniability, or people who spoil that they're single or something like that. They always come out with the like complete denial, but you can't take their word for it because of course they're gonna say. Thomas wasn't going to say, yeah, you got me, I was in Becca's apartment or whatever, wherever he was. Either way, it had Becca's plant and blanket in it. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, it's this right here. This is from the Men Tell All way back in Katie's season, and then up there is an Instagram post from Becca. So people were like, wait a minute, why are they together? And then well, for a pretty good reason. But yeah, and I don't know, they seem like a cute couple. I'm a fan. I'm a Thomas fan. I always thought he got a bad rap on Katie's season. And if you see like the social media posts that they make, funny, cute, I'm not expecting an engagement anytime soon, but I don't know. I like Thomas. I'm not afraid to say it. But yeah, and and love that Dirty Water 78. Thank you for the super chat. Wait, that didn't say anything. Let me make sure to say something in the chat. I saw that your message didn't get sent. So if you say it in the chat, I'll be sure to answer it. So send a message in the. Okay, here we go. I got it. I just wanted to ask about whether he'd consider a podcast / collab with Dave Neal, because I'd love to see their joint sleuthing. Yeah, I think like I'm open to, if anyone wants to invite me on a podcast, if anyone wants to whatever, I'm always open. I'm always open to that, and I love hearing other people's thoughts on things. Sometimes I can't watch a Dave Neal video because he's covering a lot of spoilery stuff. Especially during a season, but he's doing great work. I'm glad that he's finding his groove, and he's doing awesome. And I am not Nicole. Thank you for your super chat. Welcome back, and it's good to see you. Early morning tomorrow, so this will be quick. I need more than 2 weeks to recover from all these back-to-back seasons. I'm a Bachelor zombie. I'm only in this for you at this point. All right, Nicole signing off. Yeah, I feel you on that one. The usually I'm used to the 2-month break, between seasons, and then we're back, and I will say I am excited for Michelle's season. I am excited, even though we only have a 2-week break, and I'm going to be filling those 2 weeks with lots of videos, recap, previews, other stuff. There's Bachelor in Paradise Canada coming out too, with some of the American contestants. Brendan, who is not American, and Brendan from Katie's season, not Brendan from this past Paradise season, but Brendan from Katie's season is going to be there. He's Canadian, but he was on an American, on the American show. A bunch of other American contestants are going to be there. But yeah, and you know, it doesn't end, because we've got Michelle's season, then maybe another 2-week break, Christmas break, and then it's the new Bachelor season, which I'm going to talk about at the end, actually, because there is a new Bachelor. We know who the new Bachelor is. It's been reported. It's not like it's kind of in that gray area of, I guess there's not been an official announcement for the new Bachelor, but publications, like major publications, have basically said who it is. So it's like not really a spoiler, but maybe some people don't know, and maybe some people won't want to know, because it is someone from. Well, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that later, and I'll provide a warning. But thank you for the super chat. I'm not go. Have a good night. Get some rest, and and thanks for dropping in. And to see it again, thank you for the super chat. Production must have paid Kendall a lot of money to do what she did. No one in their right mind would do that. Well, production, no matter what, was encouraging that, because of course it's going to provide this big moment. But yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why. I'm at a loss for words. It's just too much. Too much. I've spent too much time trying to rationalize these moves all season, and go, well, like, you know, it doesn't make sense. But yet we're still here at the end of the day with her interrupting an engagement. So, yeah, maybe they've got some serious dirt on Kendall. But Simply Sarah, thank you for the super chat. Anyone else feel bad for Kaylin and Dean? Like, she hinted at an engagement and it seemed like producers wanted that, but it felt anticlimactic. I personally, I don't feel like... I feel like Kaylin knows what's up with Dean. And I don't mean to say, like, I'm not saying, like, she's okay with Dean being, like, cool with it. I think they're very comfortable in their relationship where it's at. I think they are completely committed to each other, but they're not, they're not, like, jumping into the engagement thing. Based off of the history of their Instagram posting, the way that they've both talked about it, you know, perhaps Kaylin's hoping for that, you know, anytime. But I also don't think that she's fearful necessarily of Dean going anywhere anytime soon. So, and I think, but I do agree with you that there would be probably word going around, like production would be like, hey, do you want to get engaged here? Do the Ashley and Jared thing. From a past season where they weren't on the season, but they showed up and then got engaged. Yeah, I don't know. There's something that's about Dean and Kaylin that seems to be like they're not getting engaged anytime soon, and that seems to be fine, but they're not breaking up anytime soon either. They're happy together, and they're committed. That's my sense of the two. And Donald from Detroit, thank you for the super chat. We missed the first hour due to cable snafu. Can you do a quick recap? Yeah, essentially the first hour was, oh god, that was so long ago. How am I supposed to know what went down? They had prom. They started it off with prom. That was there for a while. And then they finished, like, Abigail and Noah broke up again. Let me go back to my tweets. I need to, like, this was ages ago. And then and then there was a rose ceremony. There was a, believe it or not, and they went through the whole rose ceremony. Natasha and Chelsea went home. Natasha said something like she couldn't go to prom, and then she showed up, and Ed gave his rose to McKenna, and Aaron gave his rose to Tia, and that was sort of generally the first hour ish. So there you go. And if you want even more details on it, tomorrow the full recap is going to be out on YouTube. And Junkster82, thank you for the super chat. I won't watch a 3-hour movie, but nothing will pull me away from a 3-hour Bachelor in Paradise. Are you going to cover Bachelor in Paradise Canada? I'm thinking about... I'm definitely going to be watching Bachelor in Paradise Canada. I don't think I'm going to be doing the same type of coverage that I do for, like, Paradise or Michelle's season, simply because, we have Michelle's season. That's going to be taking priority. So, because the premiere is next Sunday, I believe, I'll probably do What's Up with the first episode, and then cover the ending, perhaps, at whenever that happens. But I won't be doing the same type of episode-to-episode coverage. It's just too much. With Michelle's season there, it's just too much. So I will be doing a little bit of coverage, but not in the same way. So there's going to be stuff, but there's just too much to do, too much going on right now. But all right, let me just make sure I haven't missed any super chats here before we get a little bit into a tiny bit of conversation about the episode, recapping where the couples are at, and then we're going to look at Michelle's promo, do a little bit of quick live sleuthing before we get into the full breakdown and all of that in a couple of days. So just make sure we didn't miss anything here. Doesn't look like it. So I'm going to set up this promo right here for Michelle's season of The Bachelorette. Probably hearing a little bit of ad music right there. And yeah, so we've left off this season essentially with a lot of the serious couples, all of the sort of serious couples of the season, if you missed it, are still together in some way. Thomas and Becca, even though they had a little bit of a breakup at the end of the episode, they are together, not engaged. Noah and Abigail, even though they had a breakup at prom, still together, apparently taking things very slow. And there's apparently a whole bunch of other stuff that Abigail might have, before all of this, before Paradise and all that, hooked up with Dale from the Claire and Dale thing. There's like Dale and Claire posted breakup stuff, and Claire tagged Abigail in the post, like messy stuff. We got Kenny and Mari. They're together, engaged, still together. Riley and Marissa, beautiful, still together, like heartwarming engagement. And these two, I wish I had a better picture prepared, but this is them watching their engagement back after Kendall shows up. So happily ever afters, 3 engagements, for our Paradise couples. Oh yes. Oh, and of course, I wasn't expecting the the James and Aaron leaving Paradise actually together. I don't have the photo ready. I'm sorry. But they are another beautiful couple that are together. But all right, and for now, we're going to say goodbye to Paradise, and we are going to move into the world of Michelle's season of The Bachelorette, and do a little bit of first impression for this this preview that we got at the end of Paradise. Yes, there was no reunion. They only did a little short blurb for the couples. We're gonna move on to that. Move into Michelle's season. So we're getting out the old preview headphones and get into this. A brand new preview. First full season for The Bachelorette. Season preview. So, let's take a look.
Premiering in 2 weeks. Tuesday, October 19th. An amazing new season of The Bachelorette.
I feel super special. Like, how would a girl not feel special?
So we're getting a look at some of these guys here. They've posted on Facebook already, all the guys. They've made the cast list announcement. Here are a bunch of them on a group date. We're seeing already a lot more kind of travel footage. From one, we know that they're going to be traveling to where Michelle's from. I believe that's Minnesota. And so they're going to be doing that. They also have an initial filming location here. It's not going to be the Bachelor Mansion, but it's still going to be a, this initial fancy kind of spot. They are, for The Bachelor, from what I've heard, going to be filming the initial part of the season at the Bachelor Mansion, but that's going to be for The Bachelor. There's a few men that already kind of we're going to be seeing a bunch of, and we're gonna break down some of it once we get to the preview breakdown in more detail. But for now, let's continue on group date. Of course, any group date means guys are gonna be making it past night one.
I feel super special. Like, how would a girl not feel special?
You've waited long enough. Bring on Michelle Young. Michelle!
The classic yelling the lead's name shot, but we're also getting some here and there. You get the one-on-ones here.
I feel
It's important to note because anytime you see a shot like this looks like a one-on-one type shot. So you mark down one-on-ones because it's an important distinction between the group date and the one-on-one. That person's my interest in that person goes up a little bit. Doesn't mean that they're the final pick or anything, but
I'm a teacher, and class is officially in session.
Miss Young is looking for a husband.
Michelle! I'm looking for my soulmate, my best friend.
mark down some of these. Another one-on-one. Looks like this is a man we see. I'm still not great with the names, so But this is someone we see quite a bit this season. Another group date, of course. Here we're getting a full list of a few names here. You can check it out. We'll get into that in the preview breakdown. And a night one entrance.
I'm looking for my soulmate, my best friend, someone who's going to change the world with me.
See, the YouTube bot's gonna be angry at me. And this is like, you can see here a distinction. This may be a group date, we don't know, but there's a big distinction between some of the previous shots of the kissing.
My best friend, someone who's
And this is like a typical group date shot, or a cocktail party or something. Probably a group date with what he's wearing. The men or the women, depending on the show, they tend to dress up a little bit more than this when it's a cocktail party as opposed to a group date. So you can see like the two of them having this one-on-one time together, and you go, interesting. But it's less valuable than some of the other shots because everyone gets, a group date. But not everyone gets a one-on-one. And then when those one-on-ones start adding up, that's when we start to go, okay, this person is worth
going
watching.
to change the world with me.
YouTube Rodney, there you go, Rodney. Rodney we see a few times.
Just an amazing, beautiful, strong black.
See,
woman.
we've already seen him again. And this is also, again, we've got this is for sure a one-on-one with this guy right here. And then, and I'm going, is that him there, right there again? I pressed is that two,
amazing, beautiful, strong black woman. She's so...
two one-on-one dates, maybe? Technically, they could be from the same day, technically. But, we're gonna see.
Real, so stunning.
That's one of the first things I'm looking for is multiple one-on-one dates. Two different guys. Okay, it's not the same person. I don't know. I haven't reviewed all of the guys' photos yet from the cast list, so I'm not 100% sure. The baseball guy was different. Okay.
This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for a 1 in a billion girl.
And there we go. Another. It's one, and then this guy. One of the two guys again. One of the two guys. Is this Joe again? But we've got. Is this the same date? Is this not the same date? Does that mean two one-on-ones again? Another one-on-one for sure. Even though they're in the back seat of a car, so they're not being. He's not driving; they're being driven.
When I'm with you, you make me feel seen.
I just feel like the luckiest man ever.
He's got brains.
And then you go again here. The same guy again. The names. I don't have the names down. I've got like a cheat list, so I don't know. But you start going. Okay, we see this guy again. However, in the background, car, probably from the same date. So, thinking he just gets the one-on-one. So.
He's got brains, he's got beauty, he's got swag. What more could a girl ask for? That.
So there, again, we see him. But you got to be guarded because we see him here as well. But this is the same date that we saw before. So we can't start making assumptions because we see multiple bits of footage of the same person. It's the same date. So, same. Michelle's in the same. Let me see if I can find it here. Same swimsuit on some kind of boat date. Still, when you see someone repeatedly, it's worth noting, because generally, if you're in the previews a bunch, you usually make it far. Not necessarily a winner, but typically for the season promos. All right, where are we at here? This is where we sort of left off.
Hottest kiss of my life. You're so good.
You give me goosebumps, and I haven't felt goosebumps in years.
When I'm with him,
Rodney again.
I feel fireworks.
I'm on cloud 20,652.
The more time that I spend with her, the more I realize she could be the one.
Yeah. So at this point, there's going to be a little bit of information that I just want to say a little...
Warning! 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 Warning!
If there's stuff that you don't want to know from the season at all, back out now. But we're going to be talking about the next Bachelor. Who could it be? Who could it be? So, according to pretty much all the publications out there, this is your next Bachelor. His name is Clayton, and all we know is that at some point he obviously gets eliminated during Michelle's season. We don't know at what point. We don't know how or why, but obviously they felt strong enough in this guy that they made him the Bachelor. And there is a whole lot of other stuff out there on other men from Katie's season who potentially were offered the role, turned down the role, had the role, didn't have the role. I don't know any of that, and it's all rumors anyways. But apparently this man is your next Bachelor, so you're going to be seeing him get screen time no matter what. So it's important, as we go through the preview as well, to know that even if this guy is racking up screen time, that's only for one reason. He's getting the Bachelorette in a way we've never seen before. So, this guy right here is apparently your next Bachelor. And frankly, just like a lot of the men, I don't know a heck of a lot about them right now. We're going to stick to the preview, and I will mention that in the preview breakdown, probably at the end. In case other people don't want to know. But there you go, your next Bachelor. It's I think at this point they've already started filming, so it's not like a speculation sort of thing. It's out there. It's not rumored. Official publications have talked about it. It's pretty much only been, I guess they're waiting for the announcement to come mid-season, I guess. You would think they'd announce it normally at the end of Paradise. That's usually when they announce for the next Bachelor season. I guess it's unique in that we have Michelle's season in between. Yeah, I guess they're waiting at some point during the season to announce it. So there you go. Well, all right, let's keep moving. Just on this initial.
Oh my goodness, I'm falling in love with this woman.
Heart is literally on fire. I'm in love with this man. These are like the best guys I've met in my entire life.
So we've had the nice romance part of the preview. Very typical. Start with some excitement, romance, then get into the drama section with the like
We found something that
sound effects. Tons of one-on-one footage to break down from all sorts of different spots. Nice to see that again. We're sort of traveling a bit outside of the bubble. Really, really happy to see that. There's our guy Clayton again. Good to see the travel back. We'll dissect some of the who's getting the most amount of screen time, who's getting multiple one-on-one dates when we get into the full preview breakdown. And Ramen Noob, thank you for the super chat. Hey Fantake, please enjoy a drink on me to celebrate the end of Paradise with love from Chicago, the small town of Chicago. Thank you so much, Ramen Noob. Thank you for the super chat. Really, really appreciate that. I absolutely will have that drink on you. Thank you so much. So, let's get now into the drama section of this preview.
something that was actually really alarming. Someone is planning out their every move. Oh my God.
Brendan's
A lot
back.
of the guys are questioning that. You might have known him before here.
He said he doesn't know her, but there's something he's not telling all of us.
He's not here for the right reasons. He's not here for the right... How dare he? Someone is not here for the for the right reasons. And they've brought their playbook. This is a storyline we've never seen before, ever. Definitely that playbook. Where is it? No producer gave that out. I swear. I guess we'll see. Classic. Rodney again. One-on-one. Keeping an eye on some of these familiar faces. And especially familiar faces that don't also have negative light as well. When you see people, I mean, everyone, no matter what, like in this last season of Paradise, we saw that all of the couples that got engaged had drama and some negative stuff thrown their way. We're looking for stuff that's plausible fake outs for any negative light that comes a few people's way. Like if you're getting in a bunch of footage and there's a bit of negative stuff, but it's plausibly a fake out, then we're not going to worry so much about that person. But whoever this playbook guy is...
There's something he's not telling all of us.
Like this guy. You know? They are really pairing it up to this guy. Maybe he's not the one who has this playbook stuff happen. You know? Maybe it's not this guy. But I feel like if this was the person who gets engaged or, you know, whatever to Michelle at the end, they wouldn't be they don't throw that person under the bus this hard.
Not telling all of us.
Typically.
Do you think they had a previous relationship?
Nate is a player.
You're an actor, and you've come on a reality TV show.
What are you talking about? It seems like there's a rat in our midst.
I'm gonna keep exposing you. I'm gonna keep calling you out.
I want this guy shut up.
You're a clown. You're a
This all of this right here
Not the
seems like early on drama, because these are dudes who are like not showcased anyway at all, and they're having their early fight. Like the Carl and Chasen drama that happened in Bachelor in Paradise. These guys as well. That's the vibe I'm getting. Not they might make it midway through the season, so. That's the initial vibe.
I'm gonna keep calling you out.
I want this guy shut up.
You're a clown. You're a clown. You need to keep your mouth shut.
Not the big dog. The big dog has a jacket.
He took his jacket? you like me now? It looked dirty, so I figured I'd give a little bad.
Jacket Gate. Oh no. We see it every season. I expect this will happen at some midpoint. Some midpoint. Yeah, at least it wasn't a cake. At least it wasn't a cake. So more mid-season drama is my guess coming in here. First impression guess. That poor guy's jacket.
Man, just really pushed my buttons.
I just feel unseen.
She feels like she's not appreciated.
I can't keep giving and giving and not getting back.
The situation is deeper than what's being told. You can only keep up an act for so long.
If you...
And again, just so you're aware, fake out. This is totally from a date of some kind. I think this person right here is like one of the Bella twins. Right here. A wrestling person. A wrestler. So this is some wrestling date. You know? So they it just goes to show you, you know, you can't trust you can't trust everything, right? You see, they have all this dramatic footage. You have these guys squaring up, but it's actually just a wrestling date, and maybe they do have beef, and maybe it's a thing that they like. You know, they're excited to, you know, wrestle each other because they got beef in the house, but it's not like they're just randomly coming out, throwing their shirts off and squaring up. So, a person who wrestles, a wrestling person. Well, it's true. It's true. Give me a break. It's midnight after a 3-hour episode of Bachelor in Paradise.
You can only keep up an act for so long.
If you keep shoving things under the rug, they don't just disappear. To my future soulmate. Finding love hasn't really been easy for me.
It's another one, Rodney. So, yeah, mark it down. Mark it down. This date, this another group date.
I was never the girl invited to cute dates at the apple orchard in the fall. I was the girl picked last for prom, but the first for
Another
basketball.
prom.
It was like there was nobody like me.
Oh, man.
Before there was nobody to see me.
Again, seen some more familiar faces. Again, could be this could be a shot. I mean, you can't always trust a crying shot because you never know the context, and they love to throw in crying shots. But could also be a breakup too. But either way, typically a crying shot means some length of time. So we're gonna mark that down. You know, this is not happening on night 1. Is basically. So.
To see me. I can no longer trust you. Hey, soulmate, if you're listening,
Yeah, that looks like
you'll need to understand.
right there. This really looks like final rose footage, which is interesting. They gave us like no final rose footage for Katie, and now we're getting it. So I don't know what to tell you there, but I mean, just the pathway thing here feels like that. I don't know. That's the vibe I'm getting.
If you're listening, you'll need to understand. In my heart.
So I'm already wondering if here we've got a similar situation. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe.
You'll need to understand. In my heart of hearts, all I've ever wanted is love. And I hope you can be that man.
A brand new season of The Bachelor.
And that's that. So, essentially, the main things that I'm going to be looking for as we get into the preview breakdown, the first preseason, full season preview breakdown, is going to be how many identifiable one-on-one dates do each of the dudes have. If there are multiple one-on-one dates, that typically means you're at least making it to the final 6. Usually, or right before hometowns. Because right before hometowns is when we most often see the first second one-on-one date happen. Which is a good sign. And if you're getting multiple one-on-one dates, it's a good indication that you probably will go and get that, on average, hometown date as well. Then we're looking for the type of screen time people have, group dates versus not, and overall presence as well. So, from there, we can add the night one footage and edit that people get, because it is important that you see the edit you get on a night one versus a preview, because you see a lot of fake outs in previews. They don't do that as much once it gets to the real live show. And then there's another season preview, and then we'll start to get a clearer picture after all of that, maybe where some of these guys are at. So, there you have it. My very tired, initial reaction to Michelle's season preview. And of course, after tomorrow's recap of the Paradise finale, we're going to be getting into this full, much more in-depth preview breakdown with all the names of the guys that I'll have written down and prepared. And that's it. There you go. We have reached the end of Paradise. We're on to a new season of The Bachelorette. Thank you all for joining me for this live stream, for the season of Paradise. There's a lot more to come. There's a lot more to talk about. And thankfully, Michelle's season is going to be ending at 10 o'clock. So, it's time for Fantake to sign off, get up nice and early for the recap. We made it through Paradise. Paradise is back after 2 years. So, with that being said, it's been a wonderful season. Good night, everybody. I'm getting some sleep. Until tomorrow for the video, Bachelor Fantake out.